Hello students, today we can look into the unit 4 first chapter, that is introduction to the object oriented programming with PHP. Creating basic classes. So in this chapter we will be learning about class, object, attributes, then the functions which we are using like constructor, destructors and all. Okay, so today we can look into the class and some of the magic functions which can be used in the PHP. Okay, a class can be thought of as a blueprint of an object and defines all the action that object is capable of. Class definition thus contains the variables, functions and even the constants that are specific to that class or its instances only. Attributes means the properties or the variables that relate to the object. Operations are methods, actions or functions that the object can perform to modify itself or perform for some external effect. So what is a class? A class is a definition of an object. It is a file containing which includes the namespace of the classes, the name of the class, a list of the properties of the class, implementation of any methods. So while we are using the class declaration, we will be using this particular features, right? The name of the class, then we will be defining the properties or attributes of the particular class, and we will be mentioning the functions or methods within the class, right? So a class becomes an object when it is instantiated with the new keyword, right? We will be using the new keyword for the instantiation purpose. So we can see the syntax of the class and one small example of it. Okay, a class is defined by using the class keyword followed by the name of the class and a pair of the curly braces. All its properties and methods go inside the braces. So first you should define the PHP syntax and declare the class and class name. Here class name is my class. Between the flower brackets, the implementation of the class goes here, where it includes the object properties and the methods, right? The following code creates a class called class name with two public attributes, that is attribute 1 and attribute 2. So you can see class name, public attribute 1 and public attribute 2. See that you should define here the dollar symbol. Okay, you create the operation by declaring the function within the class definition. The following code creates a class named name with the two operations that do nothing. The operation 1 takes no parameter and operation 2 takes the 2 parameter. Okay, so here you can see the function declaration with the parameters and with not the parameters, right? Class name, flower bracket open, function operation 1, then flower bracket closes, then function operation 2. We have two parameter, that is parameter 1 and param 2. Right? So this is how the parameters and without parameters and with parameters we can declare the function within the class. Next we can look into the concept, that is constructor. So most classes have a special type of operation called a constructor. A constructor is called when an object is created, and it also normally performs useful initialization tasks such as setting attribute to the sensible starting values or creating other objects needed by this object. So a constructor, the constructor usually is being initialized when we are creating the object, right? So constructor is declared in the same way as other operation but has a special name, that is you should put double underscore. Okay, when you're defining the constructor you should put double underscore. Okay, double underscore construct function. Although you can manually call the constructor, its main purpose is to be called automatically when an object is created. The following code declares a class with a constructor, that is class name, function double underscore construct param. Echo constructor called with parameter. So you should use the concatenation operator, that is dot dollar param. So the particular the constructor value should be taken, right? So this is how we will be declaring the constructor. PHP access modifiers. Access modifiers set the visibility of the methods and member fields. PHP has three access modifiers, that is public, protected and private. The public members can be accessed from anywhere. The protected members can be accessed only within the class itself and be inherited and parent classes. The private members may only be accessed by the class that defines the member. So you can see the one example where I have used the public and private modifiers. Okay. So first you should declare the PHP class name as person. Then I have declared that is public $name. Then private as age. So the object has been created, that is P equals new person. Then P name equals Jan. It accepts the value that is Jane. Then age will be accepting the value that is 17. So now it should be printed, so that echo $P of name dot. So in the above PHP script we have two member fields. One is declared as public and the other is private. Public is name and age is private. So name, it will take the value that is Jane and age will be taking the value that is 17. So we have some magic methods in PHP, that is here we can see some of the library functions which can be used in our program. Okay, these are methods which are called automatically when certain actions are undertaken, though they can be manually called to, typically prefixed with 2 underscores. So when we are using this method we should specify double underscores. Okay, magic methods are like construct. The construct method called as an object as soon as it is initiated. It can accept the parameters. Destruct. The destructor method called when an object stops being used or referenced or during the shutdown sequences. Underscore to string is called when you try to use an object as a string. For example, echo my object and returns the string representation of the object. Then we have clone. So clone is called when you try and clone an object. For example, $new underscore object equals old underscore object, useful for dereferencing any unique IDs. If you have specified any unique ID, then we can derefer, we can reject that particular conditions. So we are using the clone method. So constructor, about this I have been explained. So destruct function. A destructor is called when the object is destructed or the script is stopped or exited. Right? If you create a destruct function, PHP will automatically call this function at the end of the script. For example, you can see the destruct function and the declaration like function underscore destruct. Then you can specify some statements here, destroying the object or clean up the resources here. Okay, this is how we use the destruct function. You can see one example, PHP class demo, public function demo as echo construct 1. Then we have class demo 1 extends the demo. So it is extending the first function, that is demo. Public function as construct echo parent of scope resolution operator. Okay, it accepts the value of the demo. Then echo constructor 2. Next here public function underscore destruct, it will display the echo destroy. So when we are calling the object, that is $object equals new demo 1, it is executing the demo 1, right? So it will take the output of demo 1 also it will display, and the destroy function. Okay, constructor 1, constructor 2 and destroy. So this is how we will be using the destructor function. Thank you, students.